the Cleveland Browns.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Slot man moves right. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25.
Good shot.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 66 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
Good tackle, bro.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys be able to run from their assignments
defense.
and finish off that play.
Who was that? Myles Garrett?
Fortunately,
Damn.
to get that back. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now flags come in here.
Oh!
Like the Eagles might have moved.
Oh, I must have already did my jaw twice.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have
He
seen
did
something in the
dirty.
scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A little juke, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Oh. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence for that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
2nd and 10 now. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown.
Shit.
He fires one incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The slot man in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
My controller is sticking.
Timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And some space here. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On the handoff, Gainwell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
Ah, good blitz.
This will be a Brown
Good
sack.
blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb.
Damn it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Watson off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts setting up the screen with Gainwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side.
Shit.
He's at the 40.
Oh, shit.
The 20.
Oh, shit. What a game. What a game. Let's go. I was wondering if kicking those field goals was going to come back and bite me in the butt. Here we go.
About it, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I'd have went for the onside kick.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
Ooh, the juke. And he gets this to the other side of midfield.
Put him in the spin cycle, coach.
A gain there of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, you should have picked it. What? Why did you pick that, bro? I just assumed you was going to bite.
If he comes
You didn't, and I threw it. I was like, oh, shit.
Defense with a nice play.
Wow, good D. I just assumed you was going to bite, bro.
2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll run with Scott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Hurts will throw.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Woo!
And ultimately can
good
get
move.
this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Good shit, bro.
Intercepted at the goal line.
Run it back.
John Johnson.
Good shit, bro.
Going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their
Good
strategy
shit,
because with
bro.
a 2-score lead, you would think
Yo,
just
look
sitting
how
and trying to
high
drain
he
some
got,
clock.
bro.
It's
I
almost like they
modified
felt like,
that.
hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep
That was a
pressing it.
high
It
pass.
ended up costing them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.